Alright, so which is better for you? Round head ratchet, pear head ratchet. Let's discuss this. Alright, well, you got your round headed ratchets. These used to be very common. Kind of a pain in the ass to get apart right there with that clip. That one is basically the same thing. But the pear head ratchets that are serviceable have just a couple of bolts right there holding them on. This one is non-serviceable, that I have another video on, but I don't mind since this one is a high tooth count. The round head ratchets usually are not a high tooth count. Take that into consideration, because when you're working on that, it takes such a long while to swing. This one, each click is a tooth. So that's what's good, because like the high tooth count, this one right here, these are all 3/8 by the way, but this one right here, I've gotten into tighter spots with this one high tooth count than I could with a lower tooth count 1/4 inch. So these are much more common, the pear head, than the round. The round are, to get a high quality one, you do have to spend a lot of money, and they're not very common. Much more common to find a high quality pear head ratchet. So you're more than likely gonna find those than these. And pear head are supposed to get into tighter spaces. I don't see that argument, because there's less material around the round head ratchet. So I have to call BS on that one and that argument. But I do like those better. They are much easier to switch over from tighten to loosen. These right here, they can be easy. Like this one is sort of easy. Usually you have to hold this, especially when you're using it a lot and it gets a little looser, because this one I barely used. This one I barely used. Let's see. That one you can do one-handed. Oh, sort of, yeah. But you see how that moves. But these are much easier to switch over. Do it one-handed if you're in the middle of a job, doing something. That is no problem. These are more of a pain, and they usually don't come with quick release. These two do not. These two do. Press a button, socket drops out. It's easier to do one-handed socket changes like that. But anyway, that's my view on it. I suggest, like I'm sure many of you watching do, that know about this, I suggest the pear head. Much more common, easier to work on when you have to. These things not so much. Usually a lower tooth count when you get them, so it makes working on whatever you're working on that much more difficult. But thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and all that jazz.